Everyone's talking about France. Mbappe this, Mbappe that. But while the world's cameras are pointed at Paris, England just quietly beat Norway in extra time, and their two best players are putting up numbers we haven't seen from an England duo in decades. No, this isn't hype for the sake of hype. Stick with me for the next 8 minutes, because I'm going to show you the exact stats, the exact matches, and the exact reasons England might be the team nobody sees coming. Here's where things stand right now. England have made it to the semifinals of the 2026 World Cup, their first semifinal appearance since 2018. They got there the hard way, grinding past Mexico 3-2 in the round of 16, then surviving a genuine scare against Norway in the quarterfinal, winning 2-1 after extra time in brutal Miami heat. That Norway game is the one everyone's now talking about, and for good reason. Norway had Erling Haaland. England had one man who refused to let his team go home: Jude Bellingham. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets genuinely insane. Harry Kane has scored 6 goals at this World Cup. 6. That ties him with Gary Lineker's 1986 tournament for the most goals by an England player in a single major tournament ever, and it puts him just one behind Lineker's all-time England World Cup record, with England still alive in the competition. Now here's Bellingham's side of it. Against Mexico, he scored twice. Against Norway, in the quarterfinal, he scored twice again, including the extra time winner just 3 minutes into the additional period. That run of form makes him the first midfielder in England's history to score 4 or more goals in a single World Cup campaign. 2 players. 1 striker breaking Golden Boot era records. 1 midfielder rewriting what an England number 10 is supposed to do. Combined, Kane and Bellingham have been directly responsible for the majority of England's goals this tournament, and they've done it in the biggest moments, not against the weakest teams. That's not a duo carrying a good team. That's a duo carrying a title challenge. Let's actually walk through how brutal that Norway match was, because the story matters as much as the scoreline. Norway struck first. Andreas Schjelderup found the net off a deflected effort, and suddenly England, the favorites, were behind to a Norway side playing with nothing to lose, and Erling Haaland waiting to pounce on any mistake. Kane had chances. One effort was ruled out for offside right before halftime. Heartbreak, seconds before the break. But then, in stoppage time of the first half, Anthony Gordon drove down the left, cut it back, and Bellingham shifted onto his stronger foot and buried it. 1-1 at the half. The second half turned into a war of attrition in Florida humidity. Norway had a goal disallowed. England had a penalty shout waved away. Jordan Pickford was called into action again and again, denying Haaland himself late on. Then extra time. 3 minutes in, chaos in the box, a loose ball off Norway's goalkeeper. And there was Bellingham again, pouncing, finishing it. 2-1. Game over. Norway, playing in their first World Cup this century, were sent home. England marched on to the semi-final. That's not luck. That's a player showing up in the moments that actually matter, twice in the same match, on the biggest stage in football. So here's the case, and I want to be clear, this is a case, not a certainty. Nobody knows how the semi-final or final will go. But here's why more people should be taking England seriously right now. Reason 1. The strike partnership is peaking at the right time. Kane isn't just scoring, He's scoring at a rate that's now threatening the all-time England World Cup record, and he's doing it deep into the knockout stage, which is exactly when strikers usually go quiet. Reason 2. Bellingham has become a knockout stage specialist. 2 goals against Mexico, 2 goals against Norway, including a match winner in extra time. In the 2 games where England genuinely needed someone to be the difference, Bellingham was the difference both times. Reason 3. This England team has already proven it can win ugly. Beating Mexico 3-2 and grinding out Norway 2-1 after extra time aren't dominant, comfortable wins. They're the kind of gritty, backs-against-the-wall results that historically correlate with teams that go all the way. Comfortable tournament runs often fall apart in the final. Teams that survive scares tend to have already built the mental toughness to handle whatever comes next. Reason 4. The goalkeeper is doing his job. Jordan Pickford made multiple crucial saves against a Holland-led Norway attack, including keeping out a header from arguably the most dangerous striker on the planet. A team that can score at the front and hold the line at the back is a team built for deep tournament runs. Reason 5. The depth off the bench is real. England brought on Bukayo Saka, Eberechi Eze, and Marcus Rashford as options. Attacking talent most countries would kill to have as backups. That kind of squad depth matters enormously by the time you're playing your 6th or 7th match in 6 weeks. Put it together, and you've got a team peaking physically, mentally, and statistically at exactly the right moment, while a lot of the football world is still fixated on France. England now face the winner of Argentina versus Switzerland in the semifinal. Beat that, and it's a World Cup final, England's first since 1966. Whatever happens next, one thing is already true. Kane and Bellingham have put together one of the most productive striker-midfielder partnerships England has ever had at a World Cup, and they did it in the middle of some of the most dramatic knockout matches of this entire tournament. So, is England actually going to win this World Cup? I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's guaranteed. Nobody can. But if you've been ignoring England because everyone's watching France, you might want to start paying attention. Drop your prediction in the comments. Are England winning it all, or does this run end in the semi-final? Like the video if you want more World Cup breakdowns, subscribe if you don't want to miss the final, and I'll see you in the next one.